Welcome back. I'm Keisha Watson. Coming up next, Glenn Omar with sports.
Thanks, Keisha. After a blowout loss 2 nights ago, the Blue Jays looked to bounce back against the Royals yesterday. Unfortunately, things didn't go well for Toronto. In the final game of the series against the Kansas City Royals, the Jays suffered a 1-0 loss at the Rogers Center. This game could have been a part of the final homestand for Jose Bautista. The 6-time All-Star is unlikely to return to Toronto for the 2018 MLB season. Joey Bats will be in action tonight as the Jays host the New York Yankees at home. The final home game of the series will go down on Sunday, which also might be the last time we see Bautista in a Jays uniform. Ex-Blue Jay Raul Mondesi was sentenced to 8 years in prison. The former baseball All-Star spent 13 seasons in the MLB, playing in Toronto from 1999 to 2002. After retiring in 2005, he went on to become the mayor in his Dominican Republic hometown from 2006 to 2012. He will face an 8-year prison sentence in the Dominican Republic, along with a 60 million peso fine, which is about 4 million Canadian dollars. Mondesi was charged with corruption and fraud. We now know that former NFL star Aaron Hernandez has a damaging brain disease linked to repeated concussions.
Today we're also announcing that my team has filed a federal lawsuit suing the NFL and the New England Patriots on behalf of Aaron Hernandez's daughter.
The former New England Patriot tight end was convicted of murder in 2013. He hung himself in his prison cell in April. Hernandez had a chronic traumatic injury. His lawyer announced a lawsuit against the NFL and the Patriots. The lawsuit came on behalf of the former athlete's fiancée and his daughter. They wanted his brain tested for traces of CTE. Hernandez had a $41 million NFL contract when he was arrested. The reliability of security is in question heading into the 2018 Winter Olympics.
Safety and security is and has always been a top priority in our Games preparations.
Security issues in South Korea are causing international headlines. Many countries have doubts about security due to the tensions in North Korea. The lack of assurance has led France to consider skipping next year's Games.
We are continuing to communicate with all stakeholders, including national Olympic committees, on this matter, and we are monitoring the current political situations closely with the South Korean government.
The Games will take place in South Korea next February. The Minnesota Timberwolves are on the brink of locking down Canadian Andrew Wiggins in a long-term contract.
First pick in the 2014 NBA Draft. Andrew Wiggins.
He's a ridiculous athlete.
The Vaughan native and the Timberwolves are progressing towards a max contract extension. It is reportedly worth $148 million over 5 years. The 22-year-old seems to be improving his game every year. He averaged a career-high 23.6 points per game last season, and he played in 245 of 246 games in 3 seasons. Wiggins is expected to be the only Canadian in NBA history to receive a max contract. The Leafs are gearing up to get back in action after 3 days off. They'll take on the Buffalo Sabres at the RICOH Coliseum. The Leafs are looking to lock in their first preseason win. They're getting ready for back-to-back games with the Sabres. The Leafs have 6 more preseason games left this month. Then they play the Winnipeg Jets in October to kick off their regular season. That's a look at sports. Now, over to Victoria Sheba with all the latest in entertainment.
Thanks, Gullid. Hey, Toronto, guess who's in the city today? Prince Harry. Harry, royal founder of the Invictus Games, will begin a series of events before the Games get underway tomorrow. The competition, which includes current and veteran members of the forces, runs until September 30th. This marks the first time Canada is hosting the event. It's a sad day in the beauty community. Lillian Bettencourt has died at the age of 94. She was heir to the L'Oreal cosmetic empire, and she was the world's wealthiest woman. She reportedly died peacefully in her bed after a long struggle with Alzheimer's. Producers of the Netflix hit show Narcos are being sued. The lawsuit comes at a whopping $1 billion. Pablo Escobar's brother is suing on the grounds of intellectual property violations. He claims Netflix used his brother's name without permission. The brother is even threatening to shut down the show if money is not paid. Lawyers at Netflix say they are going to countersue the Escobar family. Big movie opening today, Battle of the Sexes starring Emma Stone and Stephen Carell is a true story.
Most successful female player of all time.
I am not saying that women don't belong on the court. Who would pick up the balls otherwise?
Oh my God. There isn't a single
The
thing
1973 tennis match between Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs became the most watched televised sports event of all time. The film dives into topics such as equal pay and sexuality.
There's a lot of relevancy to, we still have a long way to go in the fight for equality. We stand on the shoulders of this iconic woman who has done so much for her sport and for the conversation around equality.
So, Billie Jean, what do you want?
Today marks the 30th anniversary of Full House. The show first aired on September 22nd, 1987. The show's creator, Jeff Franklin, had no idea this show would be this famous. Full House is about 3 men who raise 3 young girls. However, Jeff left Full House after 5 seasons, 120 episodes, and created a spin-off, Fuller House. The show is still hot today. That's your arts update for the weekend. Here's Sarah Flores with the weather.
Thanks, Victoria. Happy first day of fall, everyone. The season officially begins at exactly 4:02 p.m. Hope you haven't put away your outdoor furniture yet, because this weekend is going to be perfect for lounging on the patio with a cold one. Today is full of sunshine with the high of 26, feeling more like 32, with a low of 18. Saturday, you better slather on the sunscreen as sun will be shining, with a sizzling high of 30, feeling more like 37. And to close off the weekend, the hot weather will continue with a high of 30, feeling more like 38. And also, remember to keep hydrated and cool for the next couple days and enjoy what could be the last bit of summer. Back to you, Keisha.
Thanks, Sarah. Finally, we leave you today with a touching story. Kids now have the opportunity to have a little fun on their way to the operating room. A hospital in San Diego, California is letting kids ride in remote control cars. The cars provide a little fun for everyone before they arrive in the operating room. Dr. Daniela Carvalho said it's a great way to help everyone relax before a big procedure.
The kids are having fun, the parents are seeing that they're relaxed and that they're happy, but for us, we're driving the cars, we're having fun too, of course. So I think it's a win-win all over. It helps also with us knowing that they're doing so well, that they're happy, it makes us happy too.
The hospital might be starting a new trend, which other hospitals could take part in. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Keisha Watson. Remember, you can head to humbernews.ca anytime for all the day's news and much more. Humber News is written and produced by students in the journalism program. Our production crew are students in the broadcast, television, and videography program. We'll see you again next time.